By the way, I mentioned that big rally in Alaska, and Trump, went out there and used the F word a bunch of times. Somebody else had a lot to say. Here is, I'm combining all of your themes, Tommy. I'm way ahead of you on this one. I'm talking about the Supreme Court decision, Donald Trump, and I'm even going to get to the gun laws. But here is one of your pals, Sara Palin, this weekend during the rally with former President Trump in Alaska. Let's take a listen.
Well, my dad's words exactly were, don't retreat, reload.
There you go. Yeah.
Don't reload. That sounds sexual, doesn't it?
Well, at a time when people are killing themselves and we're getting more mass shootings, in fact, we've had a string of them lately, for somebody to go out there and say reload? I mean, really? Tommy.
I know. It's so crazy. It's so silly and so cowardly. I like the one in Texas where all the cops had the armor and everything else, and they were looking at each other and saying, "Are you going in? No, I ain't going in. You going in? No, I ain't." The guy's got an AK-47 or 15 or whatever it is, and I might get shot, but it's your job. No, fuck that. I ain't going in.
I got another one. I got another one for you, Tommy. Here, Sara Palin is telling women of Alaska to show their tits. Here it is.
Hey, all you Alaskan chicks out there, maybe you can show them, tell them what a real woman is.
Yeah, just show them. What do you think of that?
Well, that's Sara Palin. Oh, man. I think the funniest thing was the look on John McCain's face when he realized, the depth of this lady. I guess John said, "Oh, I guess I'm going to lose." But you see that whole money thing. You see, the trouble is with liars. People don't realize that. The Ten Commandments were written, they were called commandments. They're not suggestions. They say, we were given a laws of how to conduct ourselves in this physical world. And these are commandments. And you can, first of all, bearing false witness, lying, is more dangerous than people can think of. Because what happens when you lie, you actually create a monster that only will eat you up. It will turn on you. But once you unleash that monster out into the world as a lie, you are the only parent of it. You created that lie. That lie is going to follow you the rest of your life. And when I say lies, I'm talking about, say, when you attacked a woman sexually, because that basically, when you rape or commit those kind of crimes, what you're doing, it's like a lie. I mean, they had no idea that you would do harm to them. Other than that, they wouldn't go near you. But so you give them this, this feeling that you're safe with them, and then you actually attack them and lie. And that's why those sexual crimes follow you the rest of your life into the next world even.
What do you mean? You're talking about guys who will tell women that they are not married, or lie to them by telling them they're going to give them a promotion to sleep with them if they're the boss. That kind of lying for sexual profit, so to speak.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And so these are lies. Anytime you tell a lie that affects people, other than yourself, you own that lie. And you can't get away from that lie.
But aren't we living today more than ever? It seems to me. Maybe I'm wrong. At least in my lifetime, the lies today are so multifold and ubiquitous. Whereas it used to be we would all tell a white lie, or we would catch somebody lying. Today we would catch someone lying, like our former president, for example, and he's not the only one. And they just double down. They'll use a lie to hide the lie, and then they'll come up with a third lie to hide that lie. And it's just so common out there today.
They can't escape it because they created it, you see. Now, if that's why the wise people, one thing, I've been doing this study. When you look at gurus, people, the wise ones, the Dalai Lama, those people like that, that they kind of know, they all have one thing in common. You know what that is? They all got that cosmic giggle. Because when people ask them, because this world that we live in is so simple. When you think about it, it's very, very simple. And you look at our physical world that we live in. Now they got the telescope up and we can see what they call, 10 billion years ago that the light's coming and we're seeing it. And what we're seeing is more galaxies, more stars, more life. Because in the physical world, you have the energy, and it's energy. And what creates energy is both. You get the positive and negative, like electricity. You need both. You just can't have one. You need both. And why is that? Because it causes conflict, and conflict causes energy. Okay? So when you're talking about a physical world, it is energized, and energy is happening all over the world.
You seem so at peace with all of this stuff, Tommy, which is what's so cool about you.
Because as energy, our soul is immortal, eternal.
I've always been here. When you get high, let me ask you a question. I'm curious now because I'm listening to your soul and it sounds so chill. When you get high, does it make you more relaxed and does it stay with you? Or do you need to get high to get in this state where you always seem to be looking at the goodness in things, no matter how dark they may be?
Getting high to me now is just as normal as walking left, right. In fact, it's dangerous. Cheech and I had to do a photo shoot yesterday, the day before yesterday, and in the photo shoot we had to smoke out of a Cheech and Chong bottle, and so I smoked. Cheech
I remember that. That was in the movie.
Well, he forgot that he was high, so he was driven home, and he's getting out of the car, and he's got a bag in one hand, another bag in another hand. And he falls. He does a big tumble. Why? Because he forgot how high he was. And so luckily he hit his head on the car, which is plastic enough that it wasn't cement.
Right.
Had he hit his head on cement or concrete or something, we might not be talking about Cheech.
Do you smoke every day?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, I smoke.
And you don't.
Anyway, what I'm saying is that he forgot that he was high. I always forget that I smoked. In fact, I have to tell myself, why is my body acting the way it is? And then I go back and think, oh, yeah, you smoked up. Yeah, it affects, like I say, it affects the mind and it kills the pain. And by the way, pain is a warning sign to the body. That's why we feel pain.
Well, no, exactly. I find that sometimes I have had, like you. I mean, I'm an old fart just like you are, and I get back pain, and I get knee pain, and I get this pain, and I get that pain, and then like an idiot, I'll go play basketball with my kids, and they'll kick my ass. And I end up with a knee where I need to get a hyaluronic acid injection or something. And sometimes I'll say, I want to feel good, so I'll have a glass of wine or maybe even 2 glasses of wine. And then I find out that after having that wine, I feel worse because somehow it works. I don't know if you've noticed this. And by the way, I'm not a doctor, but I find that somehow it makes me feel like now my body needs more fluids and whatever pain I had before is even worse. Whereas when you smoke weed, it doesn't do that, right?
No. Well, weed will do. Yeah, it'll make you feel good. You see, that's the whole point. It'll make you feel good. That's why, the people that are, say on cancer medication and that, it's horrible stuff. It'll make you feel nauseous. And then you smoke up and then you feel better. See, that's why smoking will give you an appetite. Smoking weed, you get hungry. And that's a good sign. That's a good sign because your body's saying, "Oh, I need this. I need water." You need water more than ever.
So the munchies is a real thing, though. The munchies is a real thing,
Absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Well, how come you're not fat?
Because I got a wife that would leave me in a heartbeat if I even looked like I was. In fact, oh no, she's so aware of it. And she watches me all the time, and I listen to her. And not only that, but I'm older now. And you know what got us in shape was the movies. See, when we started doing movies, I realized, and Cheech realized too, we're going to be on the big screen. And so, so we fast, we worked out, especially for the Corsican brothers, Cheech and I were in the best shape of our lives. But it took a lot of work, And then when I started doing my own movies, when Cheech left and did the Born in East LA, I did a movie called Far Out Man, and I was a director, and I never had my wife close to me like the Corsican brothers and everything, all the other ones, and so I never had my nutritionist beside me, and I was eating the breakfast burritos, and then one day the editor called me in. He said, "Tom, you better look at this," and he showed a picture of me, and I got this big fat obliques, the big line of fat around the waist that guys get, and you couldn't hide it. I had my shirt off. I thought I was okay, but I looked at that because it takes about 2 seconds to gain weight. It'll take a month.
No, I mean, in fact, you are a proponent of using, for example, CBD. I've seen your ads. I've seen some of the material that's been published where they interview you and you talk about this. You actually are promoting the health benefits of CBD, for example, and you say it works, right? People, go ahead.
It does. People swear by it. It helps you sleep. It helps me sleep. I use it almost every night, but I don't. For a while there, they had it. I was trying to put it under your tongue, and it wasn't very comfortable with my teeth because I got implants in the bottom.
I didn't like the oils. I tried the oils, and I didn't. What should I use? What's the best?
Oh well, do the oil, but swallow the pills.
Okay, yeah, I tried with just swallowing the oil, and
it interferes kind of, or any kind of oil, can be uncomfortable in that way. But I've got this, I don't even have it here, but I've got the good vibes and the nice dreams. Nice dreams will put you to sleep.
By the way, if you like that comment from Tommy and you want to hear another one, because he's full of them, all you got to do is click right here. And if you want to see an entirely different segment that we've done, then click here. This is Rick Sanchez News, a part of Agua Media.
Agua